He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared.
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Got the tight end outside. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Got his man quickly. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Looking to throw, it's Moran. With the catch, it's Moore. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really...
Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He might want another play. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grab behind the line. It's Williamson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said was the most important thing. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Found the spot in the defense. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Fires to the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for points.
Got it behind the line. It's Sanford. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. If they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. From the gun, the ground game. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Hauls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
A lot of times as a defender, it's really about route recognition. See what that receiver's going to do. And you could tell, he stuck his foot in the ground, started to break in. Nice job breaking on the quarterback's eyes, breaking his hand in there and batting the football to the ground.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Ho! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Moran. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Complete. To Smith, still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williamson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Puts it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Independence Bowl.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Great move. Now he's got room. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Back to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the left. Creates a little room. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Makes the grab down the middle. Shakes off the defender. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Red pass, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
Touchdown, Cougars. And the pummeling has started. And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to slam in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Back to throw, it's Moran. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's going for it all. Got it in stride at the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the...
Touchdown, Cougar! And the stomping has commenced. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
That keeps the score. Houston, 46. Jacksonville State, 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if you'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say...
Turning it on! Continues to fight for yards! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Moran. Finds his tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
First down for the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down.
Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Moran. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total dominance.